Well, the president's key budget legislation is now the law after he signed a massive policy package on Friday. It revamps tax policies and will impact millions of Americans, including tipped workers. National correspondent Avajoy Burnett looked into what it all means for these workers. Avajoy, this was part of the legislation in that the president pumped up the most. Who does it help?
A lot of people have been wondering, will I benefit from this? So if a part of your income comes from tips, there's a possibility that you could be seeing a lower tax bill once you file early next year, Andrew. But we have spoken with experts who are saying that not all tipped workers are the same. There's some people who may receive a better benefit than others.
It's called no tax on tips. No tax on tips.
A major campaign promise is now a reality after the president signed his mega bill into law on Friday.
It's definitely be a couple $100s in our paychecks, which it goes far right now.
Hospitality worker Nicole Stokes says the new tax deduction on tipped income will make a difference for her, but not all tipped workers will benefit the same. The deduction applies to up to $25,000 in tips someone earns annually and phases out after an individual's income reaches $150,000. The exemption is for federal income tax only. That fine print could impact how much the new policy helps lower income workers, says Tax Foundation President Daniel Bunn.
Among tipped workers, those who are earning relatively significant amounts of income, maybe north of $40,000 or $50,000 will benefit significantly. But if you're earning less than that, you might have very little tax liability to utilize this benefit.
That's because of the 4 million U.S. workers who earn tips, 37% don't earn enough to pay federal income taxes, according to the Yale Budget Lab. Bunn says he also disagrees with a policy that taxes people on how they earn their money instead of how much they earn.
If you're a wait staff, you're getting a tax cut. If you're a line chef, you're not.
The policy change takes effect for this tax year and lasts through 2028. And remember, this bill was just signed on Friday. At this point, it is not clear which tipped workers will be getting this benefit. But the law says the Treasury Secretary will be putting out a list of those jobs, which usually include tipped workers, and then they will be determining who will be getting this benefit, Andrew.
All right, so Avajoy, if you are someone watching who feels like they could benefit from this, is there anything you got to do, any sort of research you should undertake?
So experts have told us that, number one, you might want to check in with your HR department to make sure that your withholdings are in the right place. And then if you're able to, possibly checking with a tax advisor to, number one, to see if you could possibly benefit from this and to what extent. But of course, as we saw at the top of that piece, this was a campaign promise from President Trump when he was running for office. Many people are waiting to see if they could potentially benefit from this. But we also know that there are income limitations as well.
All right, Avajoy Burnett in our D.C. newsroom. Avajoy, thank you.